Hi guys, I'm Christopher Bacon, co-founder of Orthoscan, president of minicm.com. Today we're going to do an overview of the Orthoscan TAU 2020. To turn it on, the green button is in the back. Let's give it a push. While it boots up, we're going to take a look at the articulation of the C. Let's do the orbital rotation first. Here's the minimum height. Here's the maximum height. And we'll also do some wig-wag. All right, it takes about a minute for it to boot up, but when it does, you come to this screen. You have four options. You can schedule your cases, you can hit the recall button, and you can add your patient information. You can also start imaging from here. So just give the fluoro button a tap, you'll get into the imaging screen. You can see our hand phantom. Comes up with a beautiful image. One note, don't tap the button. See how nice this image is? When you start tapping, it gets dark, it gets grainy, and it's not the best image that you can possibly get. So just be patient, hold the button in for like 2 seconds or so, and you'll get a great looking image. The Orthoscan TAU 2020 has bilateral tube head controls. This controls your mode. This changes you from 30 frames a second, 15, 7.5, 2, to continuous, and then back to 30. Usually you run it at 30 frames a second. This is your stereo field lights. This changes you into cine mode, which records like a video. This saves this image. That's what that symbol is. These buttons are the technique control up and down. This button puts you back into auto. Here's your X-ray button. This rotates your image counterclockwise and clockwise. This lets you go through the images that you've taken already. This tags your image. So this is frozen here. And then we can thumb through a couple of others. And you can tag this one. And you can also untag them. Now that we're in the imaging screen, we can use the touch screen. We can zoom in, we can navigate around, double tap to get back. We can also rotate and double tap to get back. Up here is your fluoro time, silence alarm. If you get to 5 minutes or not, you can hit this button, it'll silence the alarm. This is your aluminum filter. This shows you that you're in the adult mode, and there's 3 different pediatric modes. This is the technique. Up and down, put it back into auto. This is save that image, print that image. This puts you into cine mode, which is a recording. This is your negate button. This tags left or right. This is your edge. That's high, that's off, and that's low. This is your frames per second, 15, 7.5, 2, continuous mode, or 30 frames a second. This is your motion compensation. This allows you to put an angle on the screen. Change the angle. You can just tap it again to get rid of it. This is your brightness control. It's an automatic now. This is your collimator. You can change the collimation, and you can take an image, and then you can come out of it. This is your mag mode and small field button. To go back to full field, just hit the button again. On the other side here is your case review button. You can choose your cases just by hitting here or unchoose them. You can send them to DICOM. You can print them. You can save them to the hard drive unsave them. Here's your unselect, select all button, back button. Here's your patient information button. Put in the first name, last name, patient ID. You can also choose the anatomy in which you'd like to image. Right now it's in adult mode. You can also put it in pediatric modes. There's 3 different sizes. We'll keep it in adult. Hit cancel. This shows you what all the icons mean on the screen. Just tap anywhere to get out of it. This is your settings screen. This is your home screen button. You'll get this pop-up if you haven't saved all the images or you've saved some. If you've saved everything that you needed, just press OK and you go back to the home screen. From the home screen, you can press the Scheduled Cases button. You can add a patient, fill out all the information, press Save. You can also select a patient and go right into the imaging screen. You can also press the Recall button. These are the cases that you've previously done. You can select one. You can print the images. You can send them to DICOM from here. You can search just by putting in the patient info. You can actually start a new case from a previous case. You can edit your patient information from here. And you can delete cases from here. You can also hit Case Review, and it'll show the case images in the case. You can also press the Patient Info button, and you can put in your patient information, choose your anatomy that you choose to image, and also the size of your patient, and you can hit Save. All right, once you're finished with the machine, to shut it off, just press the green button in the back. It's just a momentary switch. Please make sure the machine is fully off before you unplug the machine. All right, this has been an overview of the Orthoscan TAU 2020. If you need sales, service, or support, please give us a call at 800-643-2998 or send us an email at info@minision.com. Thank you.